Hello, my name is Paul Dyer, and I'm just going to quickly run through some of the basic functions within the main menu, and today we're going to quickly look at what we call the style and view settings, which can be found in the main menu over here. This is one thing that you're going to want to look at fairly early on in your Luxipics setup to make sure that you've got it configured sort of exactly how you would like it from a style and view point of view. Okay, so we just click on that link, you'll bring up this rather large page of tick boxes and radio buttons. Might look a bit daunting at first, but actually it's very, very straightforward. The first thing is in this area you've got this style options, and you can effectively export your current style. A little bit more about this in another tutorial, but basically if you like the setting that you've created, then you can export it and save it onto your hard disk so that you can reload it if you actually go and mess things up at a later stage. You can reset back to what we call our virgin status, which is when your website was first created. If you've messed things up a little bit and you're not quite sure how to get back, you can reset back to your very start here. And also you can import a style if you found another style on the forum or somewhere else that someone's uploaded. Then you can actually copy that and import it to create the same look and feel on your own website. This only changes the colours and so forth of the actual buttons and layout. It doesn't change obviously any of your content, images and so forth. The next thing is the background color. This is straightforward enough. Again, hex value can go in here, or you can use the color picker to actually select a color to suit your particular requirements. Once you've selected that, you can just click save at the bottom of the page, and that will actually apply it. You can apply a background image. Again, if you have a particular background image that you like, then you can click on this button here, and you can actually upload a new background. You can then decide if you want to repeat it or stretch it and so forth around the page. Using this drop down. Suggest you have a little play around with that. Can be quite good fun to apply background images to your overall view. And if you want to edit the main menu and box color, you can do it from here, or you can actually do it from up here as well. So that's the same link in effect to edit this navigation. I have a separate video on how you do that. The favicon is actually the little icon that appears in the main browser up here, and if you want to upload your own, then just click here and simply search your hard disk for one you've created and upload it. Navigation options. This is a clean category view. This basically will remove any data alongside an icon that contains category or gallery information. So if you turn this on by ticking this little box, then this will actually turn off the message that says category contains 100 images and 3 galleries, etc. Some people prefer that because they don't want people to necessarily know how many pictures are inside each gallery and so forth. So just tick that to remove that. We call it the clean category view. Flyout menus been covered in another tutorial. Just tick this box to remove the flyout menus. Tick this box to show the flyout menus, and tick it to remove them. The breadcrumb is simply the little link of text that shows you where you are currently and would normally appear up here somewhere in the main site when you're navigating. If you don't want that to show, then again just untick this and it will actually remove the actual breadcrumb. Okay. The default gallery here, this is when your website, when you upload any images or create a new gallery structure, then the default one is going to be your own taste. Just have a look at the various types of gallery and decide which one you want to use. One of my favorites is large grid, and that's ticked here, and I think this is a great way of displaying pictures quickly and easily without any fuss in your galleries. You can default image text, you can show the image numbers, the image names, or no information at all. Quite often people like to show image numbers for people that want to be able to reference a particular image, for example. Gallery pagination. Basically each gallery, if you've got a large number of images, then you don't want to wait for all those to load on every page. So with each of the main style of actual gallery styles, we can actually set a default for how many images are going to appear, and these numbers here are actually quite useful and are the recommended ones. Event can change to suit your own liking, but basically zoom, for example, we would go up in 3s generally, and journal, it doesn't really matter too much, but again won't want to make it too long, and thumbnails again, just make the number divisible in the right way so you end up with the correct number of images per page. That becomes obvious when you look at these styles within the main Luxipics website. The default gallery image order, we can use either image number, date taken, or a list that you've created. In other words, if you've gone into manage images and actually laid out the order of the images, then that's the order that the photographer would like them to be displayed in. So those are, again, you can select a default for that. A lot of people go for image number as the default for this one. Default thumbnail style, this is natural thumbs. In other words, we make a thumbnail of the image in the same aspect ratio. So if you have a square image, it will look like a square thumbnail. If you have a round image, it will look like a round thumbnail. If you have an oblong, it will look oblong. So we make a thumbnail that's the same shape as the image itself. However, sample thumbnails means that all the thumbnails will be a square and will be sampled from more or less the center of the image. Again, this is just a personal thing for you to decide how you want to do it. If you want to have a gallery icon by default, again, tick this box and it will select the first image in the gallery by default as the gallery icon. That's very easy to change within each gallery setting itself. And finally, the actual size that you want to be able to the public to be able to view when they visit your website. You can say original. If you upload a very large file and then they click on that to make it sort of full screen, then it's going to take a long time for it to load. So obviously that's you use at your own discretion. We would recommend probably large as being a suitable size, or medium. This will just limit the actual size of the image that can be displayed in your on your website. Again, it gives you some protection against people taking larger images and trying to copy them, and also it makes your website a little bit quicker if you limit the maximum size. Once you're happy with the settings that you've created, just click the save button at the bottom, and those changes will be applied, and then you can just go in and check that everything's working just as you like it. Okay, I hope you found that useful, and I'll see you on the next one.